All right, so today we are doing a deep dive into something called Breathe to Center,
Breathe to center.
BTC.
Okay.
And we have a couple of really interesting sources that we're going to be pulling
Oh,
from. So
cool.
we have Breathe to Center,
Yeah.
an introduction to BTC,
Okay.
and then Life Course for Seniors, #1, which
Right.
actually have like a visual aid
Oh,
that
wow.
we're going to
Interesting.
talk about in a little bit. But
Yeah.
the whole idea is that,
Hmm.
we're going to look at how BTC can be used to manage daily stress, improve sleep,
Right.
and just kind of like boost your overall vitality.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fascinating. Like something as simple as breathing can have such a big impact on your health.
Totally. And I mean, I think we all know it, like if we're feeling stressed, we naturally take like a deep breath.
Right.
But like this is like taking that
To the next level.
to the next level
Yeah.
and actually like doing it
Intentional.
intentionally, right? And seeing how it affects you.
So for people who are already familiar with like deep breathing and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
how is BTC different?
Well, it is a form of belly breathing.
Okay.
So it's not completely different. But what I think makes it different is that it's very specific on like when you should be doing it
Oh, interesting.
and what the effects are.
Okay, so it's not just like, oh, if I'm stressed, take a deep breath.
Right.
It's like there are specific times of day or specific situations where you would use this technique.
Exactly. So like in the source material, they talk about
Yeah.
doing it first thing in the morning,
Okay.
kind of like boost your vitality,
Oh, wow.
or when you're feeling overwhelmed to regain composure,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and even before bed
Okay.
to promote relaxation and sleeping.
Interesting. So it's like a tailored approach to breathing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we know kind of like when we should be doing it, but how does it actually work?
Yeah, let's break it down.
Okay, so this is where I think the visual aid is really helpful.
Okay.
So in Life Course for Seniors, there's this slide
Mm.
that shows a person doing BTC, and it really emphasizes
Mm-hmm.
like using your diaphragm. So
Okay.
you're not just breathing up into your chest.
Right, shallow breathing.
Yeah, you're breathing deep down into your belly.
Gotcha.
And so as you inhale,
Yeah.
your diaphragm contracts downwards and your belly expands outwards.
Hmm.
And then as you exhale, it contracts.
So it's like a gentle massage for your organs, too.
Yeah, and that's one of the things they talk about in the material is that it not only fills your lungs with more oxygen,
Right.
but it's also like giving your internal organs a massage,
Oh, wow.
which can improve circulation, digestion.
That's amazing. I mean, I actually tried BTC this morning.
Oh, yeah?
And I have to say I felt like more energized.
Yeah.
Not like a caffeine jolt or anything, but just like
Mm.
a calmer focus.
Yeah, well, and the source material talks about how this type of deep belly breathing
Yeah.
activates your parasympathetic nervous system,
Oh, okay.
which is basically like your body's relaxation response.
So you're like switching your body from like fight or flight to like rest and digest.
Exactly, yeah.
That makes sense.
But, I can see some people being like, oh, this is just another like wellness fad.
right.
Is there any like actual evidence that
Yeah.
this stuff works?
Totally. And that's a valid question. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
anytime there's like a new wellness trend, you want to be sure there's some science behind it.
Right.
But actually, there is a growing body of research that supports the benefits of mindful breathing techniques like BTC.
Really?
Yeah, for example, studies have shown that deep, slow breathing, like you do in BTC, can help reduce stress hormones, low blood pressure,
Interesting.
and even improve cognitive function.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just like a feeling,
Right.
there are actual physiological changes happening.
Yeah, totally. And the sources also mentioned that it can improve sleep quality.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of curious about that connection.
Yeah, how does breathing help you sleep?
Right, like I get how it can like de-stress you,
Yeah.
but how does that translate to better sleep?
Right. So basically, when you slow down your breathing, you're
Yeah.
sending a signal to your body that it's time to relax. And this
Mhm.
helps to quiet the mind,
Mm-hmm.
reduce racing thoughts,
Yeah.
and prepare you for a restful night's sleep.
Wow, so it's like you're kind of tricking your body into
In a way.
just by changing your breath.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not just about getting more air into your lungs. It's about how that breath can affect your whole system.
Your mind, your body.
Everything.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that the slide we were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
it just shows one way to visualize BTC.
Okay.
But there are other variations you can try.
Oh, really?
Like some people find it helpful to count their breaths
Uh,
or to visualize their breath moving through their body.
Hmm.
So it's really about finding what works best for you.
So, I mean, we've covered a lot about BTC.
We have.
And I think the main takeaway is that it's really about consciously deepening your breath,
Right.
filling your belly with air.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple, it's accessible,
Anyone can do it.
and the benefits are pretty amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, from stress reduction to better sleep to even increased vitality.
Right.
It's worth giving it a try.
So for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
I guess the question to ask yourself is,
Mm-hmm.
does consciously changing your breathing patterns have a noticeable impact on your mental and physical state?
Yeah. And I would encourage you to experiment with BTC beyond what we've talked about today.
Mm-hmm.
See what works for you and notice how it makes you feel.
Absolutely.
That's the most important thing.
Totally.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, this was a fascinating deep dive.
It was.
I learned a lot.
Me too. Me too.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Thanks for coming.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
See you later. Bye.